India will now strike Turkey where it hurts, an economic retaliation for broken friendship. A country you once extended a helping hand to in its time of crisis has now stabbed you in the back. In 2023, when a devastating earthquake shook Turkey, India looked beyond borders and politics and launched Operation Dost purely out of humanitarian concern. Relief supplies, doctors, and rescue teams were sent. But just 2 years later, that same Turkey is found siding against India, sitting in Pakistan's lap and supplying weapons to terrorists. Weapons that were used against Indian soldiers and civilians. The question arises, did Turkey choose betrayal over friendship? And will India now give a fitting reply to this betrayal? Today we'll discuss this issue in depth. But before that, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you get all our latest updates first. So let's begin today's discussion without delay. Let us tell you, Turkey's move has forced India to reconsider its stance. What really happened that made a country once indebted to India's relief mission now stand with Pakistan? The answer lies in China and Russia. Turkey is now playing a new game on the global chessboard. Its ties with Russia and China have deepened, and old friends like India are no longer a priority. But will India let this go unanswered? Absolutely not. Turkey's relationship with Russia is not just political but has strengthened on energy and trade levels as well. In 2023, Turkey imported goods worth 94,000 crore from Russia. Earlier, in 2019, Turkey had also purchased the S-400 missile system from Russia. Russia has become Turkey's largest source of energy. On the other hand, China's electric vehicle company BYD has set up a factory in Turkey, investing around 8,500 crore. With the support of these two superpowers, Turkey is now filled with confidence and, in its arrogance, is making the mistake of ignoring India. But what Turkey has forgotten is that India is no longer the same. It is now a country that believes in strategy, not emotions. While Turkey may have embraced China and Russia, India is now ready to teach it a lesson with its economic and diplomatic power. Because this is no longer just about business, it is about national pride. The reason for this shift is not just the broken friendship, but Turkey's indirect support of terrorism. When India launched Operation Sindoor, with the goal of decisive action against terrorism, Turkey openly supplied weapons to Pakistan. These weapons were used against India at the line of control. This event was not just a military blow, but a moral injury. Now, India must not only respond but set an example as well. So the question is, how can India teach Turkey a lesson? The first method is targeting trade. Though trade volume between India and Turkey is limited, it's significant. India exports goods worth 44,000 crore to Turkey, while imports make up just about 0.5% of India's total imports. If India completely cuts off trade ties, several Turkish sectors would be affected, especially machinery and automotive, where India imports parts in large volumes. However, India has alternatives. Countries like South Korea, Japan, and Germany can supply the same goods under better terms. The second method is the power of boycott. Ever since news broke that Turkey is supplying weapons to Pakistan, anger has erupted on Indian social media. Travel platforms like Make My Trip and Yatra released data showing a 250% spike in Turkey-bound flight cancellations. And this is just the beginning. Every year, lakhs of Indian tourists visit Turkey. Between 2019 and 2025, nearly 1.1 million Indian citizens have traveled to Turkey. Tourism makes up around 12% of Turkey's GDP. If India enforces a full-fledged boycott, it could deal a serious blow to Turkey's tourism industry. The third method is exposing Turkey on international platforms. India can raise questions about Turkey's policies at forums like the United Nations, BRICS, and G20. Reports of ongoing human rights violations in Turkey continue to emerge. The country's global image has suffered due to its record on women's rights, press freedom, and minority protections. India can draw the international community's attention to these issues, which could seriously damage Turkey's global credibility. The fourth method is policy-level changes. If the Indian government refuses to grant FDI permissions to Turkish trade organizations, it would become difficult for Turkish companies to enter the Indian market. Additionally, restrictions can be placed on cultural exchanges in the name of events, film shoots, and education. Unless Turkey respects India's sovereignty, India could adopt a new policy: no economic or cultural benefits for nations that disregard its integrity. The fifth method is public awareness. Indian citizens are now more conscious. They are aware of where their money is going and which country's economy it is supporting. Through social media, YouTube, and digital platforms, a strong message is spreading: any country that stands against India will not benefit from the Indian market or the sentiments of its people. This public awareness has the potential to evolve into a nationwide movement. It is now crucial for Turkey to reconsider its policies. Because if it continues to stand with a sinking nation like Pakistan, it risks dragging itself into the same abyss. Allies like Russia and China are not permanent, here today, gone tomorrow. But a friendship with a nation like India, if honored, can last for generations. Yet now that trust has been broken, restoring the relationship will not be easy. India is showing no hesitation in its actions. A strategy has been prepared to confront Turkey on economic, political, and social fronts. And this is not just a decision of the government, but of the entire nation. India will now not only protect its interests but will respond firmly to any country that questions its sovereignty, security, or self-respect. In the end, the question is not why Turkey supported Pakistan. The real question is, at what level will India respond to Turkey now? And if Turkey still doesn't correct its course, then believe this: just as Turkey betrayed friendship, India will return the pain to its economy, this time without giving it any operation a name.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.